What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chris 1K. You know what time it is, man. We reacting to today. How Ralo became Atlanta's most feared dealer. I already know this video finna be outrageous. So, I got videos back to back dropping. If you're new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get to the video.
I had the best quality drugs, and I also had large quantity for a lower price. You know what I'm saying? So I was outbeating all my competition. Selling dope. Nobody never told me that shit was wrong. Like, I just found out it was wrong within the last 2 years. Like, nobody had not never told me selling dope was wrong. My mama don't there tell me that shit. Everybody around us was selling dope. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know it was wrong.
Ralo's life story unfolds as a captivating odyssey, navigating the gritty streets of Atlanta and the realms of hip-hop celebrity. This narrative traces Ralo's trajectory from the shadows of the Bluff, Atlanta's notorious open-air drug market, to the pinnacle of the rap game. His drug empire not only fueled his ascent in the music industry, but also attracted law enforcement scrutiny due to long-standing trafficking allegations. Financing his recording career through a drug monopoly, Ralo found success with the mentorship of Young Scooter and collaborations with hip-hop heavyweights like Gucci Mane and Future. The 2015 Future co-signed hit Can't Lie constituted his breakout musical moment, amplifying Ralo's visibility and authenticating his artistry. Seemingly overnight, he transitioned from hood figure to a hip-hop favorite. Ralo dominated headlines equally through bold stunting and creative output as his profile skyrocketed. Ralo's notoriety also brought intensified attention from law enforcement. His ability to evade capture despite audacious stunts came to an end in 2017. We delve into the intricate details of Ralo's journey, from a life entrenched in poverty to becoming Atlanta's top drug kingpin, rivaling the legacy of legendary names like Big Meech. Join us as we unravel the highs, lows, and dramatic turns that define Ralo's remarkable ascent and subsequent downfall. To truly grasp Ralo's journey, one must delve into the crucible of his early life in the Bluff, an infamous enclave known for its open-air drug market and profound destitution. The Bluff was a harsh reality where addiction ran rampant, painting a scene of despair. Widely recognized as an area to be avoided by most, the name itself, standing for Better Leave You F***ing Fool, underscores its reputation for danger.
For the people that don't know what the Bluff is, explain to them.
Okay, in Atlanta, well, in Georgia itself, Atlanta has the highest crime rate in Georgia, and the community called the Bluff. It's the west side of Atlanta. It's on Bankhead, in the middle of Bankhead and Simpson Road. It has the highest crime rate in Atlanta. The Bluff has been well known as the heroin capital of America itself. You did. We had plenty of talks about it, and we've been on the news. Got the National Guard in the Bluff right now, and they shutting us down. But it's just a bad community. Probably the worst community in Atlanta.
He says the worst community in Atlanta.
Clash of Clans is now available.
The Georgia Drug Detox website writes, longtime residents know about roach-infested housing, high traffic areas for drugs and violence, and the tense reality of crime that envelops the neighborhood. Boarded up, abandoned homes and public housing characterize the Bluff. In a creative loafing interview, one man talks about how the Bluff, Atlanta has been known to suck people in. The drug trade in the neighborhood makes for easy access for illegal drug activity, not only for its residents, but people driving through. Drug dealers and prostitution occurring on every street corner. It's why people come to the area. There's no other reason. Consistently ranked in the top of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Atlanta, Ralo, born Terrell Davis, emerged from this bleak world. Baptized by hardship and homelessness, at the tender age of 12, he found himself navigating the harsh streets, facing the unknown with a spirit toughened to stone. Now, I can't believe that I was out there homeless and selling dope. I can't believe that I was a 12-year-old boy sleeping in abandoned houses. I'm just now seeing that my life was wrong. For 3 tumultuous years, each sunrise marked another day of hustling for survival, an experience that no child should endure. The streets inevitably pulled Ralo into a life of illegality, engaging in cocaine trafficking and armed robberies to maintain a semblance of stability. From ages 12 to 19, he was incarcerated 34 times, twice in prison. Interestingly, Ralo's entanglement with the drug trade was not solely a consequence of street life. It was, to some extent, inherited, as his father, though estranged, was a former prominent drug dealer in the Bluff.
Him and I wasn't really close at all. I really didn't ever have a father figure in my life. He had a lot of money from my ages of 1 to probably about 8 years of age. He went broke after that. And you know, once the old head go broke, once the sugar daddy go broke, he's not useful. So he wasn't useful anymore, and my mama kicked him to the curb. So after that, I really didn't see him no more. And probably when I was about 12, 13 years of age, he had passed away.
What was his occupation?
His occupation was a kingpin drug dealer. He was a kingpin. He made a lot of money, but you know, as you get 60, 70 years old, you just ain't no point in hustling like that no more.
Ralo found meteoric success in the drug game, allegedly making $12 million in a single year of dealing. Initially, he used those illicit profits to move out of the notoriously rough Bluff neighborhood. As Ralo told Vibe in an interview, "I was actually trying to buy the house that I was living in, and the people told me that they wanted $2 million for it. But I said I can buy my whole community for that much. It didn't make sense to me." And buy his whole hood he did. Ralo purchased an apartment complex on Lucille Avenue in southwest Atlanta known as Lil Pakistan. He acquired 5 houses and 26 apartment units back in the Bluff to provide rent-free housing for his crew. The area simultaneously served as a drug-dealing haven and fortress for Ralo's operations. He eventually rapped about his real estate purchases in the song HK Shit Pop Shit.
Let me pop my shit. I own my own apartment.
You know what I'm saying? I got us some apartments. I bought the whole complex, so everybody can have their own individual spot, and they still can have their kids and stuff like that.
But then in 2013, Ralo was arrested by police after being found in a Jeep with nearly a kilogram of cocaine. The arrest led to a conviction for possession with intent to distribute based on Ralo's prior offenses. It wasn't until after that 2013 cocaine arrest that Ralo began pursuing his rap career seriously, under the guidance of childhood friend and Atlanta rapper Young Scooter. That relationship proved instrumental, connecting Ralo with icons like Gucci Mane and Future, who amplified his profile in hip-hop. Ralo eventually signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 Records via Interscope Records and his own label, Famerica Records. After signing to Gucci, we splurged out in the hood, throwing dollar bills all around the place.
Hey, Hummer too?
Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Takbir! Allahu Akbar!
I always liked rapping. I would play around in the studio as a youngin', 13 or 14 years of age. So when I got out of prison last year, I was in prison for a couple years, I started rapping. Because I was listening to a lot of artists while I was incarcerated, and they were rapping about a lot of stuff that I was doing in the streets that I knew they wasn't doing. A pivotal moment in Ralo's rap journey unfolded in 2015 with his collaboration alongside Future on the hit track, Can't Lie. This musical partnership not only marked a significant turning point, but also provided Ralo with a platform to unabashedly showcase his life's exploits through his lyrics. Everything I got came out that pot. It only cost a 30. I got it back in 30 minutes. What it took to get could gave me a life sentence. Securing a significant cosign from one of Atlanta's biggest stars catapulted Ralo into heightened visibility and recognition. Positioned firmly on the musical map, he committed himself to the grind, churning out mixtapes and collaborating with major artists such as Birdman, Lil Baby, and 21 Savage. This level of work ethic propelled him and his Fam Goon team steadily into the mainstream ranks of the rap industry. Yet, even as Ralo achieved newfound legitimacy and success in the music realm, disentangling himself from the drug world that initially fueled his rise remained an arduous struggle. In a candid moment during an interview, he openly acknowledged the ongoing challenges of severing ties with a past that had played a pivotal role in financing his career. "I was never able to produce more money in the rap game than I produced in the drug game, I made $12 million in 1 year. In later interviews, he would profess that he had left the street life behind.
It was either keep selling dope and go to federal penitentiary for the rest of my life.
Ralo again confirmed the end of his drug-selling career in July 2017 in a YouTube video saying, "I've done that and ain't gotta do that again in my life. I was one of the lucky dudes in my neighborhood who became a multimillionaire." But Ralo couldn't resist documenting his exploits on Instagram, showcasing guns and money while proclaiming himself Mr. Dog Food, with dog food being another name for heroin. This social media footprint attracted intense scrutiny from the police. His lyrics also provide a window into illicit activities, with songs like My Boys with Young Thug openly discussing the drug trade.
We went from robbing these niggas to selling bricks and birds.
Fast forward a few years after his music career breakthrough, and Ralo was accused of operating a multi-million-dollar marijuana trafficking operation between Georgia and California. He was hit with possession with intent to distribute charges, with allegations that he ran distribution from his Atlanta apartment complexes.
An Atlanta rapper accused tonight of leading a gang that was allegedly caught trying to move nearly $2 million worth of pot through Metro Atlanta.
11 Alive's Naima Abdullahi has exclusive reaction now from Ralo's team tonight.
Ralo's team tells me he's being targeted and is sitting in jail wrongfully accused. But a federal criminal complaint lays out how investigators allegedly connected Ralo to the operation.
The indictment alleged that Ralo was the leader of a criminal organization, labeling Famerica as one of Atlanta's most notorious gangs. Ralo was accused of transporting huge quantities of marijuana via chartered jets, valued at nearly $2 million wholesale. On April 15, 2018, Ralo was apprehended at DeKalb Peachtree Airport, disembarking a private flight with 444 pounds of cannabis, worth over $800,000. Prior to that bust, Davis's indictment traces an initial cross-country haul of 520 pounds a few months earlier, in December 2017. Surveillance teams allegedly tracked Ralo's entourage departing from Fulton County Airport to Sacramento, where 37 packages were loaded aboard. Upon returning to Atlanta, a van registered to Ralo's address was monitored leaving the airport containing 3 men in Famgoon-branded attire alongside the narcotics, later valued at $1 million. Brazenly, Ralo subsequently posted an Instagram photo alluding to major financial losses, cluing police to his ties to the contraband. A passenger manifest also connected Ralo to the December smugglers. When arrested disembarking his cannabis-scented jet, Ralo initially resisted officer commands before eventual apprehension. The drug seizures prompted extensive raids on 3 of Ralo's Atlanta properties near his home neighborhood.
Want to know how I took my business to the next level? It's simple. It's Shopify. Whether I'm filming...
Major raid on a southwest Atlanta home, and we now know that house belongs to an Atlanta rapper named Ralo.
The FBI, ATF, and agents from the Department of Homeland Security conducted a raid on an Atlanta apartment complex owned by Ralo. The operation took place at approximately 5:30 a.m. on Wednesday, April 18th. Residents of the complex reported waking up to the presence of helicopters and agents forcefully entering doors. The raid was confirmed to be connected to Ralo's arrest. In total, Ralo faced accusations of conspiring to traffic nearly a ton of marijuana into Georgia and leading a gang distributing dangerous controlled substances. Indulging in his darker extracurriculars in plain sight signaled catastrophic outcomes. In April 2018, this prophecy materialized as Atlanta Customs detectives meticulously tracked Ralo's private jet, compelling it to land at a designated airport. Subsequent searches revealed $840,000 worth of marijuana, marking a significant turning point in Ralo's trajectory. In May of that year, Ralo entered a not guilty plea to drug conspiracy charges. He was denied bond after being accused of still running a drug empire behind bars with the help of a female associate. Then, in an interview with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution Atlanta Police Department investigator Tyrone Dennis said, "I would imagine he's still running things, still making tons of money." Court documents say, beginning on a date unknown but at least in or about December 2017, and continuing until on or about December 22, 2017, in the Northern District of Georgia and elsewhere, the defendants Terrell Ralo Davis, Kevin K. Harp, did knowingly and intentionally combine, conspire, confederate, agree, and have a tacit understanding with each other and other persons to violate Title 21 United States Code, Section 841, That is, to possess with intent to distribute marijuana, a Schedule I controlled substance. In June of the following year, he received an 8-year prison sentence, with the judge acknowledging 4 years of time already served. His IG account posting: the judge sentenced Ralo to 8 years in federal prison. He was given over 4 years credit time served. Ralo's estate posted on his page. The BOP has also credited him 1.5 years for good time. He was recommended a 1-year ankle monitor after the halfway house approved his home address, which will bring him home to us late next year. But our goal is for him to complete his GED or RDAP drug program so we can get another year off his sentence. That will bring him home to us in less than a year. We need prayer. In 2020, Ralo gave an interview on his well-being while still in prison.
4 years in, I'm still smiling, I'm still winning, I'm still happy, bills paid, things are going good for me.
Ralo was credited for good behavior and time served, which facilitated a reduction to 6 years, with 2 years suspended. Ralo's release in November 2023 marked a moment of jubilation for his supporters. Not everything has been jubilant, as accusations of snitching have followed Ralo since before his release. In February 2019, his legal team asserted that he declined a 5-year plea deal. Ralo himself responded on Instagram by saying, "I swear by Allah, I never cooperated with the federal government. It's not one human being on earth can say they in jail for Ralo. My dog food plug dead, the person they accused of shooting for me dead, and the other dude they questioned dead too. So they not here to talk about it, and I'm ready to post all the proofs." Presently, Ralo navigates life with a visible transformation by dedicating himself exclusively to music and religion rather than the chaotic lifestyle that once defined him. While Ralo's legacy will certainly endure as a captivating narrative, his recent chapters serve as a testament to the redemptive potential intrinsic in human experience. Ralo's extraordinary voyage navigating Atlanta's grim underbelly toward hip-hop stardom profoundly captures a layered dynamic where oppression and fame intertwine. Through chronicling his turbulent upbringing and elevation to revered rap phenom before his downfall and incarceration, Ralo's Odyssey offers a poignant perspective on adversity's influence in breeding grit and later enlightenment. The Bluff's unforgiving terrain and violence baptized resilience into Ralo, with hustling for survivalist stability cementing tenacity and work ethic. Though criminality momentarily swallowed him, Ralo extracted discipline whilst enduring repeated juvenile detention. Musically too, despite scarce resources, he discovered mentors who uplifted raw potential. Ultimately, Ralo actualized his artistic vision spectacularly well, until hubris from money blinded him. The very poison propagating his success also destructively fed his ego with grave consequences. One key learning his narrative conveys, therefore, is balancing achievement with humility and rationality, qualities prison potentially restored through introspection during isolation. Overall, Ralo's destiny remains complex but captivating as both tragedy and triumph. Its nonlinear nature authenticates humanity's intricacy, where personal redemption thankfully retains possibility.
Oh yeah, that's the end of the video. If you're new, don't forget to like, subscribe.
How does the
And Chris 1K is out. Yee.